Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? You got Dollar Bill Score right here checking in. And as you can see from the title, this is going to be part 4 of my Agents, Tethers, and Ops series. This go around, we're talking about the vultures in our culture. And again, I'm not going to make this very long. I'm just going to point out a few things and bring up something that happened here in the last few days that just got the damn internet on fire right now, okay? But as you can see from this image here, what do you see on the screen here? You see Leo Cohen, you see Pink, Miley Cyrus, Post Malone, and those two bottom images on the left and the right are the same person. This guy named Trap Lore Ross. We'll get into him in a moment. But my thing is, I want to talk about the vultures in our culture. Yeah, Leo Cohen is a vulture. All right, if anybody knows anything about Leo Cohen, that guy right there is on some other stuff. Same thing with Post Malone. Look at Post Malone. Post Malone used our culture to get where he wanted to get, and then he trashed our culture and moved on. Post Malone don't even rap anymore, do he? He on some like pop, crossover, borderline country, midway rock type of stuff. His music sucks. Really though. Same thing with Miley Cyrus and Pink. Some of y'all might like Miley Cyrus. Some of y'all might like Pink. But to me, their music is whack. Pink was signed to LaFace Records in the 90s, maybe early 2000s. And she was just, I don't know. She had a song where she mentioned L.A. Reid. It was kind of like a light, slight jab to him, but L.A. Reid put you on, white girl, so you don't get to talk shit about L.A. Reid. You're just another agent, op, and a tether, just with a lighter shade of skin. All right. I'm looking at this thing here that says Suge Knight allegedly spit in the face of Leo Cohen over some money. And if that's true, then he probably had it coming. Now let's look into this a little bit. This buster right here, Leo Cohen, is an American Israeli. Ooh, wow. This dude got in Def Jam early. All right, let me take a look at this right here. It says in late 1984, after promoting a pair of rock shows and rap shows at the Mix Club in Hollywood, one that did feature Run DMC and the other one Houdini, Cohen moved to New York to take a job. Now, they just skipped over some things. Because from what I was researching some years ago, Leo Cohen was in a totally different industry before he got into this music stuff. You can see him in you can see Leo Cohen vulture ass in Crush Groove. The part near the end when the two bodyguards are beating up Blair Underwood's character, Russell Simmons, and then when Run comes to his rescue in the dorm, there's a crowd that starts to, pile up in the hallway, and Leo Cohen is one of them. He got this little Israeli ass fro, But these are the people that I'm talking about. These people have vultured and ate our culture down to the bone and moved on. Miley Cyrus. Let's look her up right quick. Remember when she was fucking around with what's the one producer that Juicy J put on. Mike Will. Remember when she did that joint with Mike Will? Or Mike Will had her on some stuff? Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. Bangers. Okay. Let me see who's on here. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, yeah, this is the one. This album came out in 2013. Bangers. This was she was all in our culture. Trying to get herself out there, trying to get herself. Not she, I mean, she was already on, but she went through this phase where she was just hanging around us for a little bit. She got what she wanted out of it. Then she moved on and had the fucking nerve to say that she don't really fuck with rap like that no more. You shouldn't have fucked with it in the first place. So like Post Malone. You think Post Malone would be who he was if he didn't have the assistance of Metro Boomin? If he didn't have a feature by Quavo? You see, Post Malone is a vulture for real. Miley Cyrus is a vulture for real. Leo Cohen is a vulture for real. All these are just agents, Tethers and Opps. Now the op I'm talking about in this bunch is this cat Trap Lord Ross. I'm not gonna pull up any of his clips because you know these people at the UB2B they're trying to claim some copyright shit, while this white boy is able to come out here and talk all about the BDs and the GDs and the trap drill music scene in Chicago. Now this buster motherfucker made tens of millions of dollars talking about the stories of King Von and FBG Duck and all this shit. He got this goofy ass, horrible ass, like I won't even. It's a lisp so thick it's fucking it's annoying. He talks with a thick lisp in a foreign accent, and this white dusty motherfucker is making tens of millions of dollars exploiting drill music. Yes, exploiting that shit. This white dusty op got the fucking nerve to be sitting up here exploiting the lives of King Von and KI and FBG Doug and 051 Melly for his own goddamn, you know, for his to enrich his livelihood. This buster never fucking been to O Block, don't know none of these people, but he's all in. He's just a white version of DJ Academic. It's just that DJ Academic was able to get checked. This guy can't be checked so far from what I see. But you can tell by the look on his face, he's a buster ass punk. Yeah, Trap Lord Ross. I'm not bringing any more fame to him. I'm bringing attention to this buster. So any of those who never knew about him, I want you to go to his page and check him out and see how he exploits these stories. Yeah, he's got good production. His videos are like HD quality. He's got a good mic. Got a good background, but this buster motherfucker is making money and exploiting the lives of these people. Now I bet you the money he make, he doesn't give none of the money to the family of KI. You don't give none of the money to the. You don't give any of his proceeds to the family of King Von. This is what the hell I'm saying, man. These people not only vulture of our music, they vulture of our just regular shit. That old block BDGD shit is some Chicago shit. It ain't got nothing to do with you, Buster. You can't find nothing else from your people, from your culture to exploit. It's the same old thing over and over again. White people finding ways to exploit what we go through and make tens of millions of dollars off this shit. Agents, Tethers, and Ops. And Trap Lord Ross is most definitely an op. Leo Cohen is a vulture. Post Malone is a vulture. Pink and Miley Cyrus are vultures in our culture. They ain't got nowhere to eat at but off our shit. Now, something happened in the news. Well, our brother, old school OG legend, somebody that I look up to, Melle Mel, has some things to say. I'm gonna play some audio from this. The first one I'm gonna play is what he said about Lil Wayne, and we'll get back to that. So I'm gonna play this right quick.
Lil Wayne, right? Who was ranked number 7 on the Billboard Top 50 Rappers of All Time list. He made some comments a couple of days ago, right? And he said that he feel like he should be number 1 over Jay-Z, Kendrick, Nas, Tupac, and M. What you think about him making them comments?
Man, he's wrong. He's wrong. And like I said, and for little like if you would have enough guys, creditable rappers that really understand the game, I mean, you don't even know his real voice. How do you know? How could you know? How? If his voice is on auto-tune, was something wrong with his voice for them to put the auto-tune on his voice? Or was it just something that they did in the studio just to give it that rawness? You see what I'm saying? But how could you know? You know what I mean? Like if the message came out in auto-tune, like if it came out in the talk box, do you think that would have been a big record? No, it would not. It would have made the record sound a little more cheesier. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, and he's entitled to his opinion, but I guarantee if you had 5 capable so-called great rappers on a panel, I guarantee you, Lil Wayne wouldn't be number 1. He wouldn't be. You probably come out with more of Jay-Z being number 1, but it wouldn't. It wouldn't. And the reason why I would cancel him out, and like I said, I don't got no nothing against anybody. I mean, I don't even listen to rap. Like I said, it's just niggas talking shit. But my point is, if I can't hear your real voice, how do I know that is even you? It could be, I don't know. It's just, you see what I'm saying? It's like, cause I think that should be something that's in the equation of being a great MC, the quality of your voice. Shouldn't that be in there some kind of way? Shouldn't, you see what I'm saying? Like in singing, I mean, you got to have a good voice to sing. If you had a singer and they put a lot of auto-tune up under the voice, wouldn't singers say, nah, that's because he's not singing. It's auto-tune. So I would feel the same way, about rapping. I mean, you don't know his voice. You don't. So how would you know? How would you know how his voice really sounds? Like if without the auto-tunes, would it be better or would it be worse? And that's the point.
Hey, is he wrong for saying that? Is our brother wrong for saying that? No. And me personally, I don't have no problem with Lil Wayne using auto-tune. But it seems like that's all Lil Wayne has been doing here lately. You don't really get to hear Lil Wayne without auto-tune anymore. Remember, Jay-Z said he came out with the death of auto-tune? Jay-Z was trying to deaden that shit. He's trying to put an end to that shit, but nah, you can't tell these little Negroes nothing. I be dealing with, or I used to deal with some of these local rappers here, And the first thing they would want to do after they get through recording their song was throw auto tunes on that. For what? You don't even have the pitch for it. You just want to sound trendy as fuck. I like Lil Wayne, but he don't always have to have auto tunes on this shit. I'm totally in agreement with that. Same thing with Quavo from Migos. You don't always have to have auto tune. I mean, auto tune is just whatever. And there's a difference between auto tune and the talk box. Well, I'm sick of this conversation of people trying to compare the two. Like they're the same, they're one and the same. The talk box is not what Roger Troutman used in the damn 80s and the 70s. He used a talk box, not auto tune. So all you dumbass kids who don't know the difference, do the damn knowledge. I'm with him all the way on that. Now, here's the comment that's got the damn internet on fire. Check him out.
What you think about Eminem being at number 5 on the Billboard Top 50 Rappers of All Time list?
Obviously, he's a capable rapper. If you was talking about sales, he sold more than everybody. If you're talking about rhyme style, okay, he got a rhyme style. But he's white. He's white. So now, if Eminem was just another nigga like all the rest of us, would he be top 5 on that list when a nigga that can rhyme just as good as him is 35? That had records and all that. He's 35. He's white. And the point is this: if I was white, nigga, I'd be greater than Elvis. Niggas be like, Melle Mel is greater than Elvis. Melle Mel is the greatest white man that has ever lived. He came up with a culture. He's a part of a culture that changed the whole world. That is a great ass white man right there. But I'm not white. I'm one of the niggas. So, you know. So now you could be, anybody could be as mad as they could feel how they want to feel. If you don't think that race plays a part in the equation of how great he is. I heard one of the dudes that's down with him, Royce the 6'9", or Roy, one of that I heard he's just as good as Eminem. Why ain't he as big as Eminem? Because he black. It ain't none of that shit hard to figure out. Eminem gets a top spot because he's white. Like I said, if I was white, they'd be comparing me to Elvis. It'd be like, that nigga Melle Mel is pretty as Elvis. This motherfucker here. Look at that nigga arm. Look at this nigga. So it has something to do with it. Now whether he would be higher or lower, but still you can't take that out of the equation. If he was a black rapper, he'd be like, he wouldn't even make a list. He wouldn't even make the list probably. But Busta, who I would say is number 1. Now see, this is the difference between who writes what list. Busta, I would say, is the number 1 rapper on the overall. Nobody's going to take Busta. Busta could rap just as good as Eminem. Eminem, he has like his style. He got like a nice little tricky, gimmicky style. The way he put his words together, the way he string his words together is real. And I'm not going to say unique because other people could do it, but he does it, right? But to say that he would be even sell as many records if he was just another brother, that's not true. It's just not.
Whoa. Was he lying? Was Melle Mel lying? Or is it that grown ass men are in their fucking feelings over this white guy? And of course, just like I knew would happen, here comes the hip hop version of Steven from Django. Here's 50 Cent.
Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have more on the Melle Mel drama over his Eminem comment, and 50 Cent decided to join the conversation a few hours ago that sparked some interesting reactions so far. And more.
I can't even look at 50 no more. 50 head looked like his motherfucking swelling. His head looks so out of shape. But anyways, I didn't want to go through all that. But this is who 50 reminds me of. Him and Royce right here. Him and Royce remind me of Steven from Django. This Candyland. Boy, I swear, Lord Jesus, let me. That's who they are. 50 Cent don't respect nobody's opinion but Eminem's opinion. If it wasn't for Melle Mel laying this shit down, neither you or Dre or Eminem would be in this goddamn game. So no, you don't get to call yourself trying to check Melle Mel, Buster. What that brother said is the truth, and I stand behind him 100%. Eminem wouldn't be who he is. Eminem wouldn't be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame if he wasn't white. That's just what it is, man. This dude is getting all kind of accolades, and the red carpet rolled out to him just because he's white. He just got the wedgie as his manager, Paul Berg. You know them wedgies? He's a wedgie. That's my new name for them people. He's a wedgie. Figure it out. So Paul Berg is Eminem's manager. So how do you think he gonna not get the special treatment? To me, the worst thing Dr. Dre could have ever done was brought that Buster in our culture. He had the nerve to sit there and tell Lord Jamal, I belong here. Lord Jamal told you that's the fucking truth. Buster, you a guest in this house. You don't get to come in here and rearrange shit. You ask, may I? Can I? Just because you walk around here with t-shirts or old school album covers, I ain't convinced, dude. So yeah, Melle Mel was exactly right. And as far as these top lists, who gives a shit about it? You see what that shit is doing? It's causing controversy amongst us in our culture. These people are putting out these lists and don't know what the hell they're talking about. These lists are compiled by Gen Z people who know nothing about goddamn hip-hop history. So, of course, you're going to see the same ones in the top 5. Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Eminem. Yeah, you're looking at 50, the 5'9", Royce the Cent. Royce the 5'9" and 50 Cent always come barking at any damn body who got something to say about Eminem. Eminem is just a man. Anybody can say what the hell they want to say about them. The thing I don't like about them punks is that they don't respect nobody's opinion. It ain't like, okay, well, that's just his opinion. Next question. No, they got to go in. Em is my favorite white boy. He been saying that shit ever since he been in the game. Yeah, 50 Cent been saying that shit. Royce ain't made enough impact in this game, so he had to go get with DJ Premier. Eminem can't keep a decent rap act signed to his label. Boogie's gone. Griselda, they falling out. All right? He can't keep a decent rap act on his label. Eminem is straight up just mediocre. He had one line he said that I like. He was like, Dr. Dre, don't just stand there and operate. I like that because that was a little catchy. It was funny. But overall, I'm not big on Eminem. And guess what? I'm not the only one. No one's bumping Eminem's music right now. No one is playing Eminem. You know who is playing Eminem? Eminem is. Eminem has a station on Sirius XM, Shade 45. So whenever you don't even hear Eminem on commercial radio anymore, unless it's the song who is it? No, not you know what I'm saying? Slim Shady, boom, My name, the song My Name Is, I'm sorry for fumbling that, but My Name Is and the Lose Yourself. Those are the only two songs you may hear being played by Eminem. And those songs are being played on like the crossover white stations like The River and Jack FM. Ain't nobody on black radio stations playing Eminem no more. Eminem is only one. Eminem, Shade 45, and they got like a little station dedicated to him, the Marshall Mathers channel, which I think is bullshit. And here's another thing I have with this is how the red carpet treatment has been given to this white boy. How the fuck did he get Shade 45 before LL Cool J got Rock the Bells radio? Why is it that when they do these Michael Jackson channels, I'm talking about Sirius XM now, why is it that when they do a Michael Jackson channel, a Biggie channel, it's only for a limited time? But this Shade 45 shit is stationary. It's not going nowhere. You can't tell me that this dude trumps Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson doesn't even have his own station on Sirius XM. Prince doesn't have his own station on Sirius XM. Damn it, Motown, Berry Gordy. They don't even have a Motown channel. They bunch all of our shit up under the Fly, Shade 45, Rock the Bells Radio, The Groove, Silk 330. And then they come out with a specialty channel every now and then. It's only for a limited time. While Shade 45 is a station on there. It's not going anywhere. Drake got a station on Shade 45 before Michael Jackson got his own shit. Now I like Drake, but I think that's foul how they just trumping these cats over the people who paved the way. You can't tell me LL wasn't been deserving of that. How does he come behind Eminem? Only because Eminem is white. Melle Mel didn't say nothing wrong. He didn't say anything offensive. It's only offensive to those bootlick, buck dancing ass, butter biscuit loving ass Negroes who come running to Eminem's rescue, like Steven from Django. Eminem is okay, but he ain't the greatest. He ain't the GOAT. He sure ain't top 5. The reason why Eminem is where he's at is only because Dr. Dre. Any successful white rapper in the industry always had brothers screaming their names. Let's do the history on this. The Beastie Boys. I felt this way when the Beastie Boys came out in 86. I was like, hold on, rap is just now getting this thing going, and here we are with a white group already. Damn, can we have anything to ourselves? They were Jewish guys who just so happened to be rolling with Rick Rubin. And yeah, Ad Rock was the one that gave Rick Rubin's the demo to LL and helped get LL on. But they were supported by black people. Russell Simmons, Run DMC, LL Cool J. Same thing with Third Base. They were supported by Def Jam because they were signed to them. And they were backed up by all the brothers who was dealing with them. Macklemore is okay. He had black support from fans, but it wasn't anyone in the industry really backing up Macklemore like that. Nobody black was really screaming his name. He did a song with Melle Mel. He gave Melle Mel props. Vanilla Ice, nobody was supporting him. Nobody black was supporting him. He just had to have somebody else money behind him to really push him out there. It's just happening here now in the 2020s, the 2010s, that he's been on tour with the Salt and Peppers. He's been on an old school tour, so they've been showing him some respect now. But back in the heat of the moment, you couldn't catch Vanilla Ice on a damn stage with Salt and Pepper opening up or whatever. Melle Mel said nothing wrong about that vulture in our culture. EMINEM is one of the biggest ones in our and I don't care who don't like it. The problem with the internet today is people don't like or respect anyone's opinion. We always got to come barking like dogs at someone's opinion, especially if their opinion is hitting facts. Melle Mel didn't say nothing wrong. He didn't say no lie. The only thing he said was the truth. And people, grown ass black men, in their feelings over this white boy. Listen to what I said. These grown ass black men are in their feelings over a white man. Soak that in. Wait, Dr. Dre, don't just stand there and operate. He come with a weak ass flow. Eminem's album sales has been fucking terrible. The last album that did somewhat okay was Kamikaze and the Music to Be Murdered by series. But those ain't commercially being played on the radio. You can only hear those on the internet and on Shade 45. So is Eminem still relevant? Hell to the no. He's only relevant in the eyes of the people who want to keep continuing to make him relevant. The white powers that be love Eminem. And they're trying to make his ass, they ain't trying to. He is the Elvis of this culture. It's just that this time, this Elvis was walked in the door by a black guy. Dr. Damn Dre. And I love Dre. But to me, that was the worst thing he could have ever done to our culture. Melle Mel said nothing wrong. What did he say wrong? Nothing. You got grown ass Steven, you know, all these Stevens from Django trying to talk shit. If Eminem was to battle Melle Mel, the only thing Eminem gonna do is try to get like personal, try to crack them white boy jokes. He couldn't hang with Melle Mel, would eat his ass to pieces and shit him out like a McDonald's value meal. I'm out.